Hey guys and girls, on today's episode we're going to be taking a closer look at the specs of the Irukandji dive watch from Mass Watches in Australia. Now times are ticking, so let's get stuck in. Hey guys and girls, my name's Matt Johnson. I'm your host here on my YouTube channel, Beer and Watches, where I bring you the very best in watch news, watch reviews, and craft beer brews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now today is a very exciting episode because if you were here on Wednesday, you will have seen me unbox the Irukandji dive watch from Mass Watches in Australia. But today we're going to take a closer look at the specs of the watch and also open up the back of the watch and take a look at the Seiko NH35 automatic movement inside that powers this watch. Now before we get into the watch specs and looking at the watch, I thought we'd taste a beer. This one today is the Eccentricity wheat wine from the Driftwood Brewery right here in British Columbia in Victoria, our capital. Now I chose this beer to test today because the Irukandji dive watch that I'm reviewing today is actually the purple tentacle watch, and I thought that the top of this bottle looked like tentacles to me, so I thought we'd give it a try. It seems tentacly appropriate. Now wheat wine, like barley wine, is sweet, high in malts and high in alcohol. Now the accidental beer wheat wine was first produced around 1986 in California, completely by accident as it happens. A couple of brewers down there in California basically slipped up and added too much wheat into the mix when they were making the barley wine. Yeah, barley wine. And what they ended up with was a much lighter, softer drink in the wheat wine. Now, wheat wines are good with cheeses, with desserts. They're also good with spicy food. Now, this one is from the Driftwood Brewery, and it comes in at 11.4%, which is a lot. It's in a 660 milliliter bottle. The ingredients are water, barley, wheat malt, rye malt, hops, yeast. Kind of like wine, you can leave this at cellar temperature. And you know, you can leave this in the back of the cellar for a few years and it will age like wine over the years and get more mature. I have absolutely no idea how I get this top off. Is that plastic? Is it wax? How on earth are you supposed to get that off? This is ridiculous. I don't know how good this is, but I don't need a step between me and beer. Ooh, that is sweet. That is some heavy looking beer. Wheat wine. I've never actually had barley wine, so I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. That is not for me, man. Oh my God. You might love it. I personally don't. This is 11.4%. It's very boozy. You know what? I'm not knocking it. Maybe this is for certain people. Maybe certain people love this, kind of like I love rum. Anyway, let's get all this stuff out of the way and let's review the watch. We're going to dig into this and get inside. Now, before we do, as I mentioned in the video on Wednesday, which was the unboxing of this, you can check these watches out at masswatch.com. I'll put that link right here and also again in the description below. Matthew Francis over there at Mass Watches basically would love to help you out with the purchase of one of his watches, whether it be a dive watch or a dress watch. This one was sent to me for free. First of all, there's a black sleeve here with a little yellow sticker with a number 10 on it, and that denotes that this has a crown at the 10 o'clock position. When ordering watches from Mass Watches, these dive watches, you have the choice of having the crown at the 4 o'clock position as on a Seiko, or at the 10 o'clock position, and I chose the 10 just because I felt it was a little more unusual. We'll remove the sleeve here and we are greeted with the box, black box with the Mass logo, foil stamped on there in silver. Very, very nice. Mass, by the way, stands for Matthew and Son. And if you go to the Mass Watch website, you'll see a picture of Matthew Francis with his son. So I think that's very, very cool, being a dad myself. We'll remove the lid, and inside, no nonsense, we're greeted with this, a watch roll, which comes free with the watch. It's a black canvas and it's got a leather band on there. I believe it's leather with the Mass watch logo stamped into the leather patch there. Now, upon opening this, we unroll the watch roll. This is great, just a little bit of an added bonus for your money. And by the way, these come in at $475 Australian, which is about $340 US, about $450 Canadian, and about £260 in the UK. That is at the time of this filming, which I believe today is the 6th. Oh no, maybe it's the 8th. Anyway, it's October 2020. Now there are 4 pouches here. In the first pouch on this side we get this little bullet shaped object which has got a hole there to hang it from your keyring. One side of this is a pin pusher and the other side of this is a little flathead screwdriver for removing case backs and things like that, and screws in the bracelets of your watches. Great little thing to have in the collection. Moving along here, we have the international warranty card. To the right side here, we have it comes with 2 watch bands. This is the stainless steel band, which I'll get to in a moment. This is the one that the watch came on. I actually took it off and changed it for the fabric style band. I just prefer it. And finally, here we have the watch itself. Here it is, the Irukandji dive watch in tentacle purple. Isn't that stunning? Got a beautiful purple sunburst dial there. As I mentioned, you can get it in the different colors. I chose this one. I just think it's so unusual. Again, I chose it with the crown at the 10 o'clock position, again because I think it's unusual, and I've switched out and put on the black strap that it comes with just because I think the strap picks up very nicely on the ceramic bezel here. I just think that looks super, super clean. And on the wrist, as you can see, look at that. Really, really beautiful. So let's take a look at the case here. First of all, the case is a brushed 316L stainless steel. The crown has some good coin edge to it there, and also you'll notice a little bit of blue. That's because in the unboxing I mentioned that I thought it was a blue crown, but it was actually some blue plastic on there. I actually haven't cleaned it all off yet, so we've got a bit of blue and white showing, but that will come off once I clean it up. The case is beautiful. It's got this beautiful beveled shape to it that is designed to kind of look like the head of a jellyfish. The bezel on this is a black ceramic. It is a unidirectional bezel. It is like butter to turn. This is one of the nicest bezels, and the way it's integrated into that tapered body just feels so nice. You barely feel it there, yet when you need it and you want to turn it, it turns without question. It's very, very easy to turn. Good solid clicks, not much play in there at all. That is a really, really well fitted bezel. I'm super impressed. We've got markers here at 15, 30 and 45, and then we've got the 5-minute markers and a marker at the 12 o'clock position. I believe there is plenty of lume, not only on the face but also on the bezel, and in a moment we're going to take this into the dark studio and just take a look at the lume. But by the way, I should mention that this is a domed sapphire crystal, as I mentioned, but it's also got an anti-reflective coating on it. I know we're getting a lot of reflection there off the studio lights. That's to be expected. At the 12, at the 6, at the 9, we've got triangular loomed markers. We've got a date window surrounded by a silver stainless steel frame there at the 3 o'clock position. We've got the mass logo just below the 12 o'clock position, and then above the 6 we've got the Irukandji name and 20 bars, 200 meters. We've also got an HMS dial, hour, minute and second hand, and the second hand is silver with a purple back with a small loomed outside marker on the back. Very, very clean, very legible. It's got a beautiful sunburst to it. Again, as I mentioned, this comes in blue, pink, black, green and orange as well, which are all available on the website. Now, moving around the watch, we'll take a look at some of the measurements on this. We've got a lug to lug here of 46 millimeters. The thickness on this is 13.13, so 13.13 millimeters according to the website. 20 millimeter lug width, meaning your band's going to be 20 millimeters. You've got a case diameter of 42 millimeters at the wrist, because it is wider at the bottom here. 42 millimeters at the wrist and 39.55 millimeters at the bezel. Very unique shape to it. I've not seen that before on a watch, certainly. Going round to the crown here, as I mentioned, it's a screw down stainless steel crown because this does have full water resistance for diving. If we go to the back, you can see a stainless steel screw down case back. The Irukandji jellyfish is on the back there, which is kind of set relief on the back. Very, very nicely done. The lugs on this are a brushed stainless steel. They are a little sharp. They're not sharp, but they've got a cut-in finish rather than a smoothed off, rounded finish. Now the strap here has quick release pins. These work very, very well. Just pop that down, it pops straight out, and then to pop it back in, you just push the strap back in. There, I'm trying to do this without looking at it on camera, and just release the pin, give it a little move, and it locks in. I love these quick release pins. We haven't got two keepers as on most watches. We've just got the one keeper, moves very easily. It's a big wide keeper, and then we've got a Tang stainless steel buckle with the MAS logo on there. The buckle is certainly functional, very nice. Not the heaviest duty buckle I've ever seen, but certainly will do the job. Stainless steel, and nothing to complain about there. I've got a 7.5-inch wrist. I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and we'll have a look where we're at. So there you can see we've got another 4 holes to go, and we've also got another 4 holes before my wrist, actually 5. So I would say you're going to go all the way up to an 8.5-inch wrist, possibly even a 9-inch wrist quite easily, and then all the way down on this band certainly to a very, very small wrist. You can also get straps for this on the MAS watch website. Leather straps from them, rubber, canvas, they're all available. But it does come with another strap. It comes with this one, the metal strap. Now I'm just going to pop the pins out there just so we don't lose them. When I received this watch, it came on the metal strap. I believe they call this the rivet style strap. I think it's kind of cool. It's very unusual. Stainless steel 316L. It's got a fold over clasp latch on this. Pull up here, little stiff, I do have to say, but that is not necessarily a bad thing, because once that clicks in place, there is no way that's coming undone. That is on your wrist, and you are not going to lose it. Inside here, we've got a milled clasp in 316L stainless steel brushed. On the head there, we've got the MAS logo engraved into the clasp. Very, very nicely done. And I'm going to quickly just cut the camera off and go ahead and put this on the watch so you can take a look. There it is on the stainless steel strap. We'll go ahead and pop that on the wrist so you can take a look at what it looks like. There it is on wrist. Very, very cool. I like that a lot. If you want to switch it up, you've got the 2 straps to kind of give it a different flavor, different look, different style. Well, isn't it a beautiful, beautiful watch? And again, with the crown at the 10 o'clock position, it's unusual, looks a little bit different. I'm going to take this strap off now, and we're going to see if we can open up the back of this and take a look at the Seiko NH35 movement inside. I almost forgot to mention that it does have drilled lugs, which makes removing the pins inside much easier. And everything you need in the kit is all here for the price, which I think is a great little added touch. I love the fact that it's got drilled lugs that allows us to pop the pins out very easily, get inside, get the strap off, change the strap. Because they give you the tools, that means you don't have to go to a watch repair shop. You can just do these simple strap changes and things yourself, and I just think that's a great little added bonus to come with the set. Now I'm going to have to bring in my trusty watch repair kit that I purchased on Amazon, and we are going to need my case back removal tool here that we use for the screw down case back. We'll also take out my little microfiber cloth and give the face there a little bit of a clean. Look how beautiful that is. All right, so let's match this up and let's see if we can get into the back here. It seems to be coming off pretty easily there. And then we'll pop this off and take a look at the movement inside. And there it is. There's the NH35 movement. Now you can see that we have the black rubber gasket around there, the gasket seal. You can see the rotor on there, the little half moon disc. Again, I've mentioned these before in my episodes. They kind of act like a pendulum, which when you're wearing the watch winds up the movement. There we can see the balance wheel. We can see the pink there of the synthetic jewels, and written on the face here, we might just need my little trusty eyeglass to get a little closer so that we can see what's written on the movement there. Hopefully we can get this so that we can all see together. There we go. 24 jewels on this movement, NH35A, and that is a great movement, good solid workhorse. It has been regulated, and just a great movement to have inside this watch. Great stuff. Let's put the case back on and finish things up. Ooh, almost forgot the lume shot. I'm going to take this down into the dark room and see how much lume we have on the face. And there you have it, guys. There is the lume. Now, I've got to be honest, I only hit this with my iPhone light for about a minute. That was it, and that's the lume I've got. So I expect this to certainly shine brighter when it's been exposed to more sunlight. But right now, it's got this beautiful kind of deep blue lume about it, which I really, really like. It shows up better live than on camera here. You can see that the hour markers are loomed, the 12, 6, and 9 are loomed, the hands are loomed, the dot on the end of the second hand is loomed, and then also on the outer bezel we've got the 5-minute markers, 15, 30, 45, and the 12 marker is loomed as well. Well, there you have it, my friends. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this look at the Irukandji dive watch from Mass Watches in Australia. Now, you may never have heard of this watch company. I know I certainly hadn't until I came across it on the internet, the World Wide Web. After reaching out to Matthew Francis there and him sending me the watch for free, which I'm so thankful for. Matthew, thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. You can check them out at masswatch.com. I'll put that right here. I'll also put it in the description below this video. So make sure you go along and check out the watches, and Matthew Francis and his family, just great people. They do dive watches, dress watches. They have great designs, and there's something very, very different. And not to mention, at an incredible price. So I highly recommend going and checking them out. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you again on Monday. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Don't forget to put on your favorite watch, pour your favorite beer, kick back, relax, and enjoy yourself. Now, as I mentioned early on in this video, if this is your first time here, please do go ahead and consider subscribing to my channel by clicking on the subscribe link over there to the right of the screen, or if you're on your mobile device below this video. And also, please do leave me a thumbs up. It means the absolute world to me. So that's it for now. One last thing, if you haven't seen it yet, click on this video right here because that is a good one, and click on the Beer and Watches logo right there to subscribe. Take care, guys. See you again Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.